Hello and welcome. Today I am doing something for Shawn McDowell. Shawn McDowell asked me to do a tribute to the magician in particular, but Bill Bixby also. Bill Bixby, of course, was the star of the television show. I guess it was in the 1970s. He starred in a show called The Magician. Of course, he starred in many other things as well. I looked at a number of references to try to put this together. One of them, of course, was the Internet Movie Database. It's a great reference for all things cinema-related or entertainment-related. Also, Genie has a feature. Genie Magazine has a wiki associated with it, sort of an encyclopedia. And you can go there to get a little bit of a different slant on it. Sometimes they just pull the Wikipedia stuff over. Sometimes they add some material to that. So there are a couple of great sources there, but I want to give you some information about Bill Bixby. By the way, Bill Bixby as the magician right here. Great guy. I also want to talk a little bit about how he passed and my own personal experience there to date. Just to give some of you gentlemen, speaking specifically to the gentlemen, and ladies, you'll understand why when I get to it. The importance of taking care of our own health. Now, Mr. Bixby, as you may or may not know, passed away of prostate cancer, and I'd like to address that a little bit later. But to get back to Mr. Bixby's life, he's the son of a sales clerk and a department store owner. Born Wilfred Bailey Bixby on January 22nd, 1934, in San Francisco, California. An only child growing up in the 1940s and 50s. He studied drama in high school, majored in drama in San Francisco City College, majored in law at the University of California, Berkeley, but continued to act throughout his law studies. He made his professional stage debut in the musical The Boyfriend. Made his TV debut in an episode of The Many Loves of Dobie, Gillis, 1959. He went on to guest appear on The Twilight Zone, Dr. Kildare, Irma la Douce, one of my favorite movies, 1963. My Favorite Martian probably put him on the map, 1963 to 1966. Loved My Favorite Martian. Grew up on that show. Then The Courtship of Eddie's Father. If you've not seen these, oh my goodness, go see them. My Favorite Martian is one of the greats of all time. The Courtship of Eddie's Father is fantastic. What a brilliant follow-up to a success that he had in My Favorite Martian. Then The Magician came along, 1973, 1974. I'll give you some more information about The Magician in just a moment. The Apple Dumpling Gang, 1975. And by the way, this isn't a comprehensive list of his references. His references are huge. I'd be here reading them all day long. I'm giving you the highlights. The Great Houdini. He starred as Reverend Ford, 1976. If you've not seen The Great Houdini, 1976, you must see it. It's one of the great tributes to Houdini. And The Incredible Hulk, 1977-1982. Now let me give you some information about The Magician. The Magician aired from 1973 to 1974. It was not long-lived. I believe the reason it was canceled is overhead. It cost so much money. You know, whenever I hear that, I got to wonder about that, because what the baseball team spend on their team to put a team on the field, right? I mean, what the Hollywood producers spend to bring out a major motion picture. So it really is a function of how much revenue are you creating? How much business are you bringing in? And does it justify the expense? So, I mean, I'm not sure what happened, but that was the reason given. Stars Bill Bixby as stage illusionist Tony Blake. Blake was a professional stage magician who used his skills to solve crimes and help the helpless. Years earlier, Blake had been unjustly confined in prison in an unnamed country in South America. He discovered a way to escape with his cellmate, which began his interest in escapology. The cellmate died and left him a fortune. The escape led to a career in stage magic, which made him famous. He never forgot his imprisonment, and it motivated him to seek justice for others. The show is noteworthy in that Bill Bixby insisted on doing all the magic himself, without any trick photography. He was instructed by the great Mark Wilson. After the series cancellation, Bixby went on to host a string of magic specials on NBC and a series in first-run syndication. Bill Bixby died at the age of 59 after a 2-year battle with prostate cancer. Folks, this past summer, little personal story here. This past summer, my PSA went from a 3 to a 9 over the course of the summer. It was alarming to my doctor, so we decided to do a prostate biopsy. And by the way, that biopsy, I'm recording this on Saturday. The biopsy was Wednesday, October 20th. So I'm still recovering from that. I thought that a prostate biopsy would be a fairly simple thing to do. Oh, if it's not. It's not simple. If you are in the unfortunate situation where you need to have a prostate biopsy, give yourself at least 2 days to recover. That's my advice to you. Here it is, 3 days later, and I'm still having some difficulty. All that aside, that's probably too much information, right? But I'm sharing that with you because we need to take our health serious, whether you're male or female. You know, you need to get to a doctor. You need to have your PSA checked. You need to have exams done. You need to be looking at these things on a regular basis because the sooner you catch them, the better off you're going to be. And by the way, I was told during the biopsy, I was told that it would take at least 2 weeks to get the results. So here I am in recovery, and I get a call on Thursday afternoon. So I did the biopsy on Wednesday, get a call Thursday afternoon. There was no sign of cancer in any of the samples. And by the way, they took 10 samples. So thank God, thank God. And what a relief that was. But when Shawn McDowell asked me to do this, I was looking, I knew I had the high PSA. I had the biopsy scheduled. And my boss, who I highly respect and admire, was trying to be reassuring to me and said to me, every man dies with prostate cancer, but no man dies of prostate cancer. What he was really saying is that the prognosis and treatment of this disease is particularly good. If you do have the unfortunate circumstance of finding yourself with prostate cancer, it is very treatable. But the earlier you catch it, the better off you're going to be. So get the PSA done, get to a doctor, find a urologist that you like and respect. If you need to have the biopsy done, get it done. And if you need treatment after that, get the treatment. The sooner you get treatment, the better off you're going to be. Now let me leave you with this. Some say these were Bill Bixby's last words. They were certainly in the latter part of his life that he said this, but I think it's precious. He said, be good to yourself. Because if you're good to yourself, you're going to be kind to everyone else. And I'd sure like to see that before I die. Bill Bixby, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Bixby. Shawn, thank you so much for recommending this. I hope it hit the mark for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe down below if you've not done so already. Please comment down below. I know I gave you some personal information in this video. Hey, this video is being done. My motivation for doing this is to put myself out there, to put the things that I value and treasure out there, to make a record of them. So to me, it's perfectly in keeping with what my mission is here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that you do. Please comment down below. I will see you next time.